Hello, my miracle worker friends. This is day 16, lesson 16 of our Miracles Immersion, and we'll move right into our practice. Assuming that the body is in a comfortable shape, supported, so that it can sustain this shape for about 15 minutes or so. The eyes can close lightly. And relax the jaw. Release any tension in the face. Notice if the lips are pursed and you can soften the lips. We'll begin our breath practice, taking those 3 breaths, counting backwards from 3 to 1. Inhale through the nose and exhale through a soft, open mouth. We'll begin the count. Inhale 3. Two. 1. Allow the lips to come lightly together, following the sound of my voice with your awareness, softening and relaxing the root of the tongue, the tip of the tongue, the whole tongue, the jaw, the inside of the right and left cheeks, the outside of the right and left cheeks, both eyes, the small tiny muscles around the eyes, and the skin that overlays the muscles. Soften the whole face and allow the shoulders to melt down a little bit and allow the body to grow a little bit heavier. Return your attention to your right nostril, your left nostril, and now both nostrils together. Breathing softly and smoothly through both nostrils. Igniting your sense of touch as you feel the air flow through the rings of both nostrils. Just noticing that the air is passing right at the rings of both nostrils, breathing in and breathing out. Smoothly breathing in and smoothly breathing out. Maintaining this soft, smooth, fluid breath. This breath that's in its own natural rhythm. We'll begin our count backwards from 10 to 1, counting on the inhalation and the exhalation, silently and sacredly at your own natural rhythm. Inhale 10, exhale 10. Inhale 9 and exhale 9 at your own pace now. 8 and 8, continuing on. Allow the breath count to dissolve, returning to that soft, neutral breath, no effort, and reminding yourself that it's safe to relax. It's safe to relax. Inviting divine love to practice with you. Allowing divine love to be your companion as you practice today. Keeping everything relaxed and soft. The mind is quiet. We'll begin our practicing of the lesson for today. I have no neutral thoughts. The idea for today is a beginning step in dispelling the belief that your thoughts have no effect. Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. There is no exception to this fact. Thoughts are not big or little, powerful or weak. They are merely true or false. Those that are true create their own likeness. Those that are false make theirs. There is no more self-contradictory concept than that of idle thoughts. What gives rise to the perception of the whole world can hardly be called idle. Every thought you have contributes to truth or to illusion. Either it extends the truth or it multiplies illusions. You can indeed multiply nothing, but you will not extend it by doing so. Besides, you're recognizing that thoughts are never idle. Salvation requires that you also recognize that every thought you have brings either peace or war, either love or fear. A neutral result is impossible because a neutral thought is impossible. There is such a temptation to dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant, trivial, and not worth bothering about that it is essential you recognize them all as equally destructive, but equally unreal. We will practice this idea in many forms before you really understand it. In applying the idea for today, search your mind for a minute or so with eyes closed and actively seek not to overlook any little thought that may tend to elude the search. This is quite difficult until you get used to it. You will find that it is still hard for you not to make artificial distinctions. Every thought that occurs to you, regardless of the qualities that you assign to it, is a suitable subject for applying today's idea. In the practice periods, first repeat the idea to yourself, and then as each one crosses your mind, hold it in awareness while you tell yourself, "This thought about blank is not a neutral thought. That thought about blank is not a neutral thought." As usual, use today's idea whenever you are aware of a particular thought that arouses uneasiness. The following form is suggested for this purpose. This thought about blank is not a neutral thought because I have no neutral thoughts. 4 or 5 practice periods are recommended if you find them relatively effortless. If strain is experienced, 3 will be enough. The length of the exercise period should also be reduced if there is discomfort. And now returning your awareness back to your breath. Breathing softly, smoothly, continuously. Eyes remain closed, and the lids are soft. We'll begin by repeating silently and slowly to yourself, "I have no neutral thoughts." And we'll begin our mind searching. And as thoughts cross your mind, hold it in your awareness while you tell yourself, "This thought about blank is not a neutral thought. That thought about blank is not a neutral thought." And we'll practice together in sacred silence for about a minute. Allow the practicing to dissolve. Notice and feel. And now join me in our sacred intentions. I am willing to forgive my thoughts. I offer my whole self, my thoughts, my emotions, my experience, to divine forgiveness. I am open to receive divine, loving thoughts. I am open to receive divine, creative thoughts. And you may stay here resting for as long as you'd like in this sacred silence. And when you are ready to come back, fluttering your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, our practice is now complete. Namaste.